I'm Dr. Milind. So recently I got some queries from the students who are preparing for NEETPG, and the query was which mistakes we should avoid during this preparation phase, as NICET is approaching and NEETPG will be following that exam. So what are the things, what are the tips that you should keep in mind, and what are the common mistakes that student they do during the time of their preparation, which take a toll on their ranks, and how to avoid them. So in this brief video, I'll try to just go through those all the points, and I hope it will help you. So first of all, failure to plan. So a lot of students, they don't plan any, they don't make any plan. They just follow the herd. They will just keep reading one after another. Any book that is there available, anything that other people are doing, they will do that. And I think planning to fail is one of the reason that most of students fail, because you don't have a set timeline, so you won't be able to finish your portion on time. So that is why you should have a plan, one long term, that how you are going to plan your reading plus revisions till the exam date, and how you are going to set your revisions, plus how you are going to plan your day, and how you are planning to finish your subjects. So there are a lot of YouTubers who give plan. I have also released few planners on my channel, and I'm sure that will help you. So make sure you make a proper plan, and trust me, when I was making timetables when I was preparing, and that is the case with most of them, we are not able to follow the lot of timetables, and every second week I used to change my timetable because I was lagging behind. So it happens with everyone. Don't worry about that part. Second, whenever you plan, don't do the over enthusiastic plans. Lot of students, they set the goals that are beyond reach of a normal human beings. So set realistic goals that I am going to read, like when you're starting your preparation, I'm going to read 5-6 hours today. So that is a reasonable goal. Don't start like 15-16 hours I'm going to read like from day one. That does not happen. So make a proper plan. Don't try to read lot of stuff. Don't accumulate so much of resources that you don't get time to read all of them. And lot of students, they are in a hurry. They feel like, I will finish fast, I'll read fast, and because I have to revise, they say that slowly is the fastest way to reach your goal. So whenever you're reading, you should be focused and read slowly till you understand, because reading, there are the students who have done revisions for 5-6 times, but it's useless, because unless and until you are able to reproduce these things, this information, and able to understand this information, it will take a toll on your results. So don't do that. And trust me, you don't have to read everything available in the market. We are not everybody, we are not eyeing rank one. That's the beauty of this PG exam, that even at a decent rank, you'll get a seat of your choice. And also customize a plan that suits you instead of following anyone's plan. So whatever I give you on YouTube, or whatever any YouTuber give you on YouTube, it's a plan, it's a skeleton. So you have to customize it according to your schedule and your way of studying. Also, a lot of students, they switch the sources. Like for example, students who have written multiple times INI or NEETPG, they feel that the problem is with my source, so I'll go to another. Then again, they're not happy with that. They will see someone studying another book, they'll see ad of something, and they'll switch to that. So keep a strict policy of one subject and one source. Don't switch sources too often. See, there is a saying that when the flower doesn't bloom, you don't try to replace that flower. No, you should try to fix the environment. So that is why you should do, and that is how your environment about your preparation, you should change that instead of changing your source. And even if your notes are old, if you have that's okay, because everything is going to come from that only. You don't have to get every new book and every source that is there in the market. Also read the number of books or the number of notes that you can revise. Don't read 2-3 books for one subject, and don't do too many things for a lot of things. I have also advocate about USMLE first aid, but if you think like you cannot finish your notes and USMLE first aid, also let it go, because as I said, if you can't revise it, there is no planning in reading it. So any notes that is provided by any classes are based on, they're enough for your exam. New things will always attract you. Grass is always greener on the other side. Let go the fear of missing out. You feel like I should have read that book, I should have joined that class. It's okay, you don't have to do that. And this is what my mentors also told me during my preparation time. Now a lot of students say, sir, okay, we hear on YouTube a lot about the strategies, but every strategy is spanned over the months. But now I have started preparation, and or maybe I'm a little bit slow. So is there any shortcut? And this is why a lot of students, they fail for that. I want to finish my portion fast, or I want to do things like shorter way, and they go for shortcut. So definitely there is no shortcut, but still you feel that you don't have enough time and you're a slow reader. Go for short courses only for short subjects. Don't experiment with your basic sciences. Your anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pharma, micro, and patho is the base of your preparation. The stronger your base, the better will be the results. So don't experiment with your basic sciences. If you want to go for, as I said, there are a lot of short courses available, revision plans available. So go for short subjects, not for your basic sciences. And as I said, you have to be wise. So you should know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. It's not like you open book and start reading for hours. You have to plan your study. Okay, my short subjects are good, so I'll try to do it from the from the rapid divisions or from the short source. So that is how you should plan. Now about MCQs, a lot of students, they have this doubt that how to approach the MCQs. Sometimes students do too little MCQs. That means they just read theory and they don't spend time on MCQs. I will advise at least 25 to 30% of your time daily should be spent on MCQs, because it's like you are going to solve MCQs in your exam. It's not a theory paper. So your brain should be accustomed to critical thinking, because it's a process. It's a art that you have to learn. Because I remember I used to read a lot of theory, but when I used to approach to a question, it used to feel like completely different, and I used to make a lot of mistakes. And then I realized that your brain should be trained for that. So spend your at least this much time on solving your MCQs. Also, if you like, a lot of students ask about QBank and custom modules. I mean, there is an ocean of QBank MCQs out there. Should we go for everything? I'll say start from your weak subject, or the subject that you feel more challenging or more difficult. For example, some students find pharmacology difficult. Some students feel micro is difficult. So go for MCQs. So while doing MCQs, your theory will also be covered. Like when you solve MCQ, when you read the explanation on, or you go back to your notes to see where you did mistake. So it helps in revision. So do more MCQs. Though you don't have to like do all the MCQs of medicine surgeries like the ocean. So you don't have to go for that. So go be very selective while you're solving your MCQs. And whenever you target your previous year questions, 5 to 8 years is a good enough time that you can do. Now grand test, there is aura around grand test. Recently classes have built up a lot of aura around it. And what I have noticed, and while interacting with the students after exam and even like during the preparation phase, what I have realized that most students, they write grand test under prepared, because they are very excited to see their ranks and their score. And this is why sometimes the results don't go as per their expectations. Also, when you write your GT, you have to keep 2 3 hours aside to analyze your GT, because unless and until you analyze your mistakes, what you're doing wrong, you won't be doing good. A lot of students are stuck at 120 130, and they are not able to get over that because they don't analyze their GTs. So target around 140 to 150. And trust me, your score will be 10 15 plus in your real exam. And I have released one video in the recently that excuse me. So when you write your exam, there is a misconception that in exam you have around 170, you should get 170 180 correct to get the great rank. No, 140 140 is a good score to get even the in the top ranks. So that should be your target. Now talking about like preparation phase is difficult. I mean, you will feel lonely, you will feel like I'm losing it. But don't isolate yourself. The mistake that students do, it's okay to turn off your social media, but don't isolate completely. Don't go, you have to keep the positive mindset. You have to come out, get enough sunlight. It's normal to feel sad, it's normal to feel depressed during this phase. And trust me, sunlight is a very good treatment. It's like the preventive measure of depression. Or you will feel good. Trust me, you go come out and walk for 5 10 minutes in sunlight, and trust me, you'll feel good, you'll feel energized and start again. Take a good food, don't compromise on your health. Whenever you feel lonely, whenever you feel like things are not happening, instead of isolating yourself that I'm not good enough, talk to your friends and family. I have released a lot of interviews on my channel, and what I have found common in most of them, that they, instead of running away from the family, instead of having that fear to face the family, they have made their family as their strength. So you have to do that. Normalize taking breaks. If you feel tired, if you feel exhausted, take a break. one day is not going to cost you. You don't have to be hard on yourself. In medical field, there is a generalized feeling in the students that I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not good enough, that is why I'm not getting selected. But if you see the reality, it's actually the number of aspirant that is hampering your selection. Because sometimes you get a good score, but there are so many people with the same score that the other person gets selected. That does not make you less deserving. It just, you have to be a little bit upper on that, that cluster that is there. So you are good enough. The only reason is, and there is nothing that you can do for the number of aspirants we have. We have such a limited seats and lakhs of students writing this exam. So don't be hard on yourself. Life is beautiful, and your success will definitely come to you. Lastly, don't chase your heroes. I received lot of messages and email from students. They ask for the opinions, and what strategy I should do and all. See, it's not humanly possible for any of us. I mean, we are trying to help you through the videos, but sometimes it's not possible as to reply on individual level, because it's very different. And what I have realized, whenever you chase your hero, once you have not met them, you keep working on them to make them proud, and you unknowingly make them your idol. But when you meet them, suddenly that breaks off, and suddenly that motivation goes away. So I will say, don't chase your heroes, rather aspire to be one. You will find your mentor around you. You don't have to go and chase on YouTube or here and there. Whenever you're working, your seniors who have already cleared the exam, the people around you will motivate you, and the person that you need is only you. That is enough for your success. And as I said, that anyone can, like, even I can walk alongside you, but I cannot walk for you. You have to fight your own battle. Find the people who are having the same mindset and planning for the same thing, and they will help you grow. So guys, I hope this video helped you. I wish you all the best and take care.